Peace, everybody. I'm your host, the Enlightened One, highly gifted Dr. Wright. This is a live edition of Final Say TV. I spoke to everybody about my lives, and I was letting everybody know I will be going live. So I'm gonna give some people time to check in and chime in. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get to it. And I want to thank everybody who has been showing me love, and everybody who has been checking in and checking on my lives and checking on me. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody time, everybody effort, everybody energy. And like I always say, may God watch it, may God bless everybody. And I'm thankful, for everybody out there who's doing what they do, and everybody out there who got their own platforms, and they take the time to show me love on my platform and come over here and give me some time out their life. That's very important. And like I said, time is of the essence, and time is very essential. Definitely nowadays how things are going. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have a good show, and I just want people to be anticipating that now, me going live, and you know me speaking to the world, and everybody enjoying what I do. And my topics, and I don't like forecast this, meaning I don't write anything down. I'm just coming from my heart and my spirit, and I believe that as long as I continuously do that, I'll get people in the building, and we could build on a real level. And like I said, I'm doing this on the fly, so I'm learning the more and more as I do it. So that's why I'm doing a lot more lives. So for those who've been accustomed to me uploading, just videos on my video board, you come check out my lives now, and you also go to my community tab, to see what I got brewing, and also to see what I got coming. HBIC Room Shaker in the building. I appreciate you, sis. Um, I want to thank you, first of all, for checking in. Secondly, you have helped me. You have got me subscribers. You have dropped my link. You have showed me love. So I appreciate you checking in and chiming in. I don't know how much time you got. I mean, I was previously on your live. You was up there with some sisters. Y'all was doing what y'all was doing. Y'all was speaking the word of God. Y'all was speaking a lot of positivity. So bless you, and everybody that was on your panel. I was just over there maybe 10, 15 minutes ago, and I heard you and the sisters doing what y'all do. So thanks for your support. Thanks for the thumbs up. No, thanks for checking in. Like I said, I don't know how much time you got, but whatever time you got, me, I appreciate you, and I appreciate, you allowing me to even come on your platform and show love, peace, and prosperity, etc., etc. And when you do open up your panel, I would love to build with you, on your panel, on your platform, and everybody over there in your chat, send my love and my support to them, and tell them to have a blessed Sunday, and continuously do what you do. I appreciate you for real, HBIC Room Shaker. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, but like I was saying, before HBIC tapped in, is that again, a lot of people aren't accustomed to me going live, so I'm gonna start going live a lot more, so people can know. But also, as I said before, I'm learning how not to always be going live, because it's other people that's chiming in, and other people doing what they doing on their panels, and people living their life. So I'm learning, like I said, on the fly, when to go live, how to go live, the things to put in my description, so I get people in, so it's not clickbait. So I'll just have people, tuning in just because I put certain things in my title or in my caption. So, I'm learning how to elevate what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So right now I got 4 people in the building. The only person I see that commented, which HBIC, which I appreciate, whoever else in the building, let yourself be known so I can shout you out. You know what I mean? I can give you, your flowers for coming through, for showing me some love. And if you are in my chat and you don't have a channel, if you do, I'll big up your channel. I'll let everybody else know that you're here support my movement and support what I do. You know what I mean? I just really, been on for about 5, 6 minutes. So I'm gonna let some more people come in, and we're gonna build. I'm gonna have a great show. I'm gonna have some great content, and we're gonna start elevating these lives. We're gonna be having some fun. And like I said, once I learn how to open up the the StreamYard, I'll let people, know that the StreamYard open, they could come through. Hey, what's going on? I appreciate you, beautiful. Thanks for checking in. I know you really don't, check in often. So I really, really appreciate this. You know what I mean? For you to chime in and say hello. You know what I mean? I know you don't do that on people's, you know, lives or people videos. So, that's very special. I love you, seriously, all jokes aside. Like, I appreciate, your love. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your preparation and the things that you do with me, let alone for me. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really love you, and I love the things that, you're willing to do with me and for me, and thanks for, chiming in and checking in, you know what I mean? Because I know right now you occupied with work and whatever you're doing. But, from the bottom of my heart, I really do love you. I'm not saying that to flatter you. I'm saying that because it's sincere. You know what I mean? And I'm not doing it for internet purposes. I'm doing it because you're that important to me, and I'm glad that I have, a woman like you in my life, to support me on my movement and support me on my journey and on this path that I'm on. And also, like I said, I'm gonna start going live so everybody out there can understand that I'm serious about going live, being live. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have some fun, with these lives. We're gonna tackle a lot of various different awkward and rough conversations about finances, about life, about relationships, about food, about health, about family, about children, about education, because that's what we need. And like I said, it's a lot of people on YouTube that have huge platforms that do that. And I want to salute them and give them their flowers, you know what I mean? And I want them to keep going and, don't let nothing or nobody discourage them. Johanna, appreciate you. How you doing, friend? Thanks for tuning in to my live stream. You know what I mean? I'm your host, the Enlightened One, highly gifted, also Dr. Right, which is direct results, and I display righteousness. So thank you for checking in, Johanna. You're a good friend. You help me out when I come to your live streams. You get me subscribers. You know, you dropped my link. So I really, really appreciate your time for checking in. And before you came in, I was just really explaining some of the things I'm gonna be doing on my live streams. Once I learn how to open up the StreamYard, I'm gonna open up the StreamYard for people like yourself, Johanna, for you to come and get on the panel with me. Also, I'm gonna start giving out wrenches so people can leave links to their pages. You know what I mean? And like I said, we're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna do a lot of productive positive things on my panel, also on my platform. And I really appreciate everybody's time. HBIC, you know what I mean? The beautiful LaShawn, Johanna, I appreciate, everybody, for checking in and seeing what's going on today. And like I said, I'm allowing more people to come in. And, as more people come in, I'll get back to what the main basis of my lives will be about. But right now, you know, I'm just speaking to the ones that's in the panel right now and in my chat. You know what I mean, so to speak. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna do a lot of productive, positive things. About life, about health, about strength, about wealth, about finances, about family, about children. You know what I mean. We're gonna talk about movies, TV shows, music. Everything. Why that's important because we are influenced by all these things: music, movies, TV shows, etc., etc. So, I want to get into all those things because I know that, we all have watched certain TV shows and certain movies or listened to certain music, and we may have been inspired, by certain music we listen to, or by certain movies we watch, or by certain TV shows we watch, or certain books we read, or, certain things we eat, certain things we drink. So all that becomes important so you can, be able to take care of yourself when you know what you're reading. You know, you're getting the right information for what you're reading. You know, you eating better. You know, you drinking more water. You know, you're just taking care of your mental mind state. You know, because if you're mental right, then you know that helps out your internal organs. You know, your heart. You know, your brain. You know, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, and so on and so on. You know, so if you can take care of yourself, you know, mentally and spiritually, physically, you know, those things that catch up. And, you know, and that's what I like to do on my platform. And, you know, and that's the positivity I'm going to spread. But like I said, also, you know, I'm going to do things that, you know, in regards to having, you know, more of a sense of humor, because I know a lot of times people kind of run from information and education when they feel like, you know, they can't have a good time doing that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna learn how to do that, and I'm willing to do that. That's why I said, you know, once I learn how to open up the StreamYard and learn how to give out wrenches for certain people to, you know, drop their links and share their pages and share their platforms. You know, I'm definitely gonna do that. You know what I mean? And I want to thank the 2 or 3 people that's in the building right now. You know, I appreciate you guys' time for chiming in. You know, Johanna, like I said, I appreciate you for you know, sending me some love. You know, I always come to your platform. You know, I appreciate what you do for me. You've been helping my platform grow. Also, you as well, HBIC, and Deshaun, you helped me in various different ways. You know, on my platform and you know in my personal life. You know, as well. So again, you know, I love you for all the things that you do. You know, I can't even really get into all of the things that you do because you know what you do is priceless. You know, it's invaluable. You know, your patience, your tolerance, your dedication. So I appreciate you for being a beautiful person internally, you know, externally, and in all the ways that you do. You know, God bless you, and thank you again for everything that you do. You know what I mean? It's heartfelt, you know, and even for what you're doing right now, because I know that this is not what you really do, as far as you know, dropping comments on people's videos or people's lives. So thank you for making me as special as you show me that I am, and as important that you show me that as I am. Bless your heart for that. You know, I really appreciate that. You know, God bless you for that. You know, and like I said, I'm gonna give some more people time to chime in and come in and you know, so I could salute them on their way in. You know what I mean? HBIC again, if you're still out there, thanks for what you do on your platform for me. You too, Johanna. You know, you guys are very important to what I'm doing and very important to my movement. You know, for you know, sending out links and letting people know to come subscribe to my platform. You know, and even for both of you guys, you know, Johanna and HBIC, you guys have platforms. So for you guys to come in and you know, sit with me for 5 minutes or sit with me for 5 seconds, you know, thank you guys for that. You know, that's very important because you have your own platforms and you know, you have your own pages. So, you know, I appreciate that. And also, what I want to do is, you know, I want to thank everybody else for what they do. You know, Tribulation Kids, you know, Mary's vlog, you know, Fishing Time, Let's Go, you know, all the people that show me love, you know, my sister from the ATL, Lions Pride, you know, and the list goes on and on. You know, it's a lot more people that rock with me. That's you know not coming to mind, you know, but you know who you guys are. You know what I mean? I want to thank everybody for you know motivating me to go live and you know giving me you know the push to go live and encouraging me to go live. You know I appreciate that. And in regards to my music, I will be you know dropping my music real soon and you know put my music you know out here you know for everybody. And I pray that you guys you know show you know my music the love that you show me you know with the comments and you know, with the way that you guys do everything that you do. You know what I mean? And for everybody who want to support me, you know, don't be shy. You know, let me know that you out there so I could salute you, I could shout you out, you know, and whatever your platform is, I could definitely tell, you know, my subscribers on the playback or even through this live stream to go support you guys. And shout out to everybody who have became a new subscriber over the last month or so, or the last or the last 2 or 3 months. Thanks for that. And like I said, things are gonna get better. I'm still learning, how to live stream. I'm doing these things on the fly, and I'm understanding that watch time is very important. Creating shorts and various other ways to get people to connect with you and to help your platform grow. So I'm learning how to do these things, and that's why right now I'm live, and I'm doing this now. I'm gonna go live later tonight. I don't know the time with that, but again, I'm thankful that I'm in a nice, safe, structured, stable environment. That's very important. When you want to do these videos and you want to go live, you have to be in a stable, structured environment. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful for my significant other for allowing me to be in that stable, structured environment. For me to be able to go live, for me to be comfortable to do these lives, and moving forward, like I said, we're gonna have a lot of fun. I want to give some more people time to chime in and come through and let me know that they see me going live. Like I said, I'm learning this on the fly, so it's like on the job training for me. And this is what I need, to do these lives. I need to learn, what to do and how to do it, and to reach um, more people, and to let people know that I'm out there. What I mean, as far as my live streams go, you know, like I said, people got their lives and people do what they do. But, let me get back into what I was saying before I, acknowledge the people that was nice enough to show me they was in the chat. God loves everybody, and a lot of times when you doing God work, it may seem boring. It may not seem as exciting. However, God watches everybody. God sees everything. And even though we might take days off from life, like, we just rest some days, or, we don't want to be bothered some days, or we don't want to communicate some days, you know, God is with us at all times, every day, all day, or Allah, or the Elohim, or Yahweh, or Yahshua, or whatever you may see the higher power as, but God walks with us every day, and and God knows everybody's heart. So for everybody out there, just keep, purity in your heart, and God will walk with you the rest of the way, and send light your way. Because when you come to the internet, you have a lot of people who just on the internet for whatever various different reasons that might not have a platform, and they just want to be on the internet to support people. You got other people on the internet to troll people. You got some people on the internet, just to try to get under people's skin, and to bring negative energy. And at the end of the day, I'm not mad at none of those people. I pray for them. I let them know that God loves them, and if they do feel like they want to be negative, or again, I'll pray for them. And I'm not gonna block them, or I'm not gonna curse them out. I'm not gonna curse at them, because that's what some people that be negative or be trolling. That's what they be looking for. They be looking for people to give them that negative energy back, or that unwarranted energy. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pray for them. I tell them read a book. I tell them God love them. And if maybe they going through various different things in their life, and they maybe need somebody to acknowledge them, and maybe their family don't show them the love or the affection or appreciation that they're looking for. And when you come to final say, oh, trust and believe, I'm gonna do that. What I mean? Because even if I got just one person in my life that show me love, and they show me patience and tolerance, I mean, that's still God having a hand in that situation for them to show me the love, for them to show me the tolerance. So, I appreciate that. I don't have to get love from 1,000 people, or 100 people, or 10 people. I could get love from one person, and that's gratification, if you ask me. And I'm also a firm believer in I'm getting the love from who I need to get it from. I'm thankful for that as well. I don't always have to get the love maybe from my mom's, or maybe from my father, or maybe from, my grandmother, or my children. I could get it from, my significant other, and that's all I'm really looking for. So I'm happy with that. Or I could get love from God, and that's all I'm looking for. So at the end of the day, as long as I get some sort of love and affection, from the people or persons that I'm looking for from, I'm thankful for that. And if nobody shows me love and affection, you gotta love yourself. What I mean? You gotta be proud of yourself for, you having a job, or for you eating better, for you thinking better, for you being able to be in a stable environment, a structured environment, or you able to coexist with somebody else, whatever your environment is, your job, your own, if you got your own business, or if you a manager at your job, or you manage things for other people. What I mean? Whatever you may do, a lot of times you got to be happy with that. You got to be happy about that. All the time. It's not always about having to coexist with others. I'm learning that. So when I come to my platform, and like now I'm doing my lives, if I have zero people in the building, or I have 400 people in the building, or 4,000 people, for me, that shouldn't deter me from speaking to the world. And people catch the playbacks. I'm thankful for that. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing this for everybody to embrace me, or for nobody to embrace me. I'm doing this because this is what God has got me aligned to do. This is what my spirit is telling me to do. Speak to the world and stay positive and stay productive and keep my head up. And like I said, it's not always about cursing people out. It's not always about yelling at people, screaming at people. And if that's the energy people give you some time, or a majority of the times, or a lot of times, just tell them, God bless you, God love you. You know what I mean? I love you. I don't want to see you, hurt. I don't want to see you harmed. I don't want to see you, down. Keep your head up, stay productive, and stay positive. And that's why on my platform, on majority of my videos, when people go over my videos, I don't really read too many scriptures out the Bible, because some people are out the Quran, or out any religious or spiritual books, because you're going to have some people attack that and say, well, the Bible may say this, or the Quran may say that, but it's still a contradiction. So that's why I speak from my spirit, because I understand that a lot of people, or some people, are looking for ways for somebody to be hypocritical, or for somebody to contradict themselves. I get that. One thing that I do understand, that God is not a contradiction. The Most High is not a contradiction. So some of those scriptures, or some of those books, or some of those spiritual books may be hypocritical to people, and I get it. And some people in walks of life, that's how they see things, like, oh, well, I'm not going to listen to this, or I'm not going to believe this, or I'm not going to read that, or I'm not going to do this at the end of the day, because they may feel like it's a contradiction, or it's hypocritical. And I get it, and I understand that. But like I said, God is not hypocritical, or God is not a contradiction. So it's all on us, how we embrace things, how we accept things, and that's why, I call myself the enlightened one, highly gifted. I call myself the enlightened one, because at the end of the day, when it comes to God, I see it as God has shed light on a lot of things that was dark in my life. So that's why I call myself the enlightened one, because thanks to the Most High, or God, or Allah, or the Elohim, or Yasu, or Yahweh, or Yahshua, I see it as God has shed light what was dark in my life. So that's why I call myself the enlightened one. And I call myself highly gifted, because from what I've been experiencing lately and going through in my life as of late, God has sent me gifts, and I believe that I'm gifted enough to talk to people, for people to have a different perspective on life, without always yelling, without always screaming, without always, feeding that same fire back. So if somebody want to curse me out, I'm not mad at them. Maybe they angry about something because they have a lack of understanding, they have lack of education, they have lack of information. So I believe I could get them higher learning, better education, more information, for them not to be so negative, or for them not to be so upset, or for them not to be so disgruntled, etc., etc. And like I said, a lot of times, all the time, that's what life is about. Uplifting and enhancing things, and enhancing people. And a lot of times, some people don't want to, be patient or be tolerant to enhance people, to enhance things. And I get that. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Everybody is not put here to do the same things. We all on different missions. We all on a different path in life, and we all on a different plight in life, at the end of the day. So once you find your niche, you're going to be able to do whatever that is. Once you find, what you was placed on the planet to do it and do it well. Do it with your head held up high, and don't let nobody, discourage you from doing whatever that is. Whatever your path may be, when you find that, you're gonna know what that is, and you don't have to let, your children or your parents or your grandparents or aunt or uncle or anybody tell you shouldn't be on that path. So if your path is to love whoever's in your life, and that's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. But don't allow nobody to tell you why you shouldn't love somebody, or why you shouldn't be there with somebody, or why you shouldn't be there for somebody. I love the people that I love because they're being them. I love the people that I love because they allow me to be me. And to me, that's good enough for me to love the people that I love. They're being themselves and they allow me to be me. And I can't ask for no more of them, but for them to be themselves and for them to allow me to be me. I'm thankful for that. But for me to want to change somebody, I don't want to do that. I want people to be the best version of themselves. And I want people to become a better version of themselves. And like I said, a lot of times it takes adversity for us to see that, for us to understand that we could become a better version of ourselves. And people are going to test your character and your fortitude. It's on you to still be strong and to stay strong and to keep your head up high and say, you know what, I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let, people, test my character and I'm going to be negative, or I'm going to yell, or I'm going to scream, or I'm going to curse them out. And that's why on a lot of my videos and on my platform, I don't do that. And also, I don't do that because I'm understanding that at the end of the day, I don't know who's watching, and somebody could watch and say, you know what, I appreciate, Final Say platform. Like he it's really hard for him to get out of character. So you know what, I want to interview him, or I'm gonna open up my stream yard. I'm gonna let him come to my platform. My platform is a little bigger than his. I'm gonna let him come to my platform and speak to my subscribers or speak to my supporters. And I never know that can open up a door for me. That can open up a lane for me, because when people come to my platform, when people come to my channel or my page, they see that I'm not yelling, I'm not screaming. I mean, I'm not getting bothered by people maybe coming in my chat disrespecting or yelling or screaming or trolling or whatever, however, whenever. And I'm also learning that when people come to your platform like that, you got to understand, as the person that is your channel or it's your platform, when you have a lot of supporters and you have a lot of people that's coming to your platform to hear what you got to say, and they respect your work, don't allow them to get you out of character, because sometimes people might not want to be honest with you. They may want to unsubscribe, or they may not want to support you the way they used to because of other people coming to your platform being negative, or just bringing that bad energy at the end of the day, because we all don't always know why people support us, or why people subscribe, or why people come to our panels or our platforms. And I'm learning that the more I do lives. So whatever energy I'm bringing, I want to keep that energy as high as possible. You know what I mean? And I want to salute to everybody that's in the building right now, checking out this live. This is Final Say TV. For those who don't know, um, your host, the enlightened one, highly gifted, Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright meaning direct results, and I display righteousness. I'm not a doctor where everything that I say is going to be true, or is going to be accurate, or is going to be 100% factual. That's why I tell everybody to do their own homework, to do their own research based around some of the homework and research that I've done. I'm going to give people things based off the knowledge that I received from reading, based off the knowledge I received from doing homework, from studying. And I won't give you a prescription and say, well, take this medication. No, when I say Dr. Wright, when I say direct results, it's going to be based off things that I learned about health, things that I learned about strength, things that I learned about finances, things that I learned about, being a parent or parenting or raising children, or education, or information that I received based around things that I learned throughout my life on being on the planet Earth, things that I know about animals, things that I know about the ocean, things that I know about plants, etc., etc. And like I said, all that information may not be 100% accurate to everybody. And that's not an issue. That's why I'm gonna start going live. And like I said, when I learn how to open up the StreamYard, I'm gonna open up StreamYard so we could build, and bring more information and bring more education, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to learn. Just because I have a platform and I call myself the enlightened one or highly gifted, that doesn't mean, I know everything. So I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to get more education from people. I'm willing to get more information from people. That's how you grow. That's how you grow a strong community. That's how you grow strong platforms, because you're willing to learn. And also, I'm a firm believer in talking to people and not talking about people. And I'm not knocking those who talk about people. I'm just a firm believer in talking to people so we can build and we can, enhance relationships when you do talk to people and not about people. And if I have anything to talk to people about, I don't believe that the internet is a good place to do that, because it's a public platform. And if I want to talk to somebody, there's ways I could talk to them, via phone call, via text message, or in person. But to talk about somebody over the internet, from my perspective, is just going to cause problems. It's going to cause confusion. It's going to get people upset. It's going to have other people. The more and more my platform grows, it's going to have other people comfortable, willing to talk about other people and not wanting to talk to people. So the more that I talk to people through my platform, I believe I can get other people to want to talk to other people and not talk about other people, at the end of the day. And again, that's going to build better communities. It's going to build better conversation to have with people. That's why in my caption I have grown man conversation, because when you want to build as an adult, that helps other people want to build with you as an adult, men, women, and we have the next generation coming up behind us. So we got to get them something to be inspired, to want to respect, to want to listen to it. And a lot of times, when we saying that, we older, we in 30s and our 40s, and we want people in our 20s and their teens to listen to us. It's important how we conduct ourselves. It's important that we willing to communicate on an adult level, on a productive level, on a positive level. So those people now, they can say, what, when I listen to my father or my mother or my uncle or such and such, they build on a productive, positive level. They stay calm, they stay mild mannered. They don't let things, when something isn't going right, they don't let things get them disgruntled. They don't, they're not quick to, yell and scream and disrespect. And another thing that I'm not doing, I don't want to always, just allow people to dictate how they want me to respond to what they say to me as well. I'm a firm believer in, it's not what people call you, it's what you respond to. So if somebody want to come over here and drop a bunch of n bombs and say things of that nature to me, I'm just not going to respond to it. That's all. I'm gonna respond to positive feedback, positive information, positive education, growth, maturity, productivity, positivity, and things like that. And that's what I'm going to be doing when I do these live streams. That's what I do in my pre-recorded videos. And I'm going to be dropping a lot more pre-recorded videos. I just wanted to, start to go live more, to get more comfortable with the feel of doing lives and going live. And like I said, for a lot of my supporters and subscribers, for them to get accustomed to seeing me do lives and go lives, so they can understand, and for everybody out there, if you're catching this live now or even on the playback, make sure you hit the notification button so you can know when I'm live, and you can be like, oh, okay, if I don't say live, let me tap in and see what's going on. Let me check in, and see, what's the good word, or what uplifting words he's gonna bring, to his platform today. Excuse me. And whatever the day of the week it is, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever day of the week it is, I just believe in, and also, you stay productive, you stay positive, don't allow it to be because, okay, it's Sunday, and people go to church on Sunday, or people pray on Sunday, or people read, their Bibles or their Qurans or whatever spiritual or religious books they read. It's like, today's Sunday, I'm not going to curse today, or I'm not going to. It's good that you choosing to do that on Sunday, but, try to do it on a Monday, or try to do it on a Tuesday, or try to do it on a Thursday, or try to do it on a Friday. You know, try to do things that's uncomfortable for you. And maybe the things that's uncomfortable for you, if you practice them daily, you'll get more comfortable with, reaching out to your mother, just saying, Ma, I just want to tell you I love you today. Or reaching out to, your husband or your fiance or your wife or your significant other and say, I know things aren't, the best between us, but I love you for being you. I love you for allowing us to have dinner together. I love you for allowing, us to watch a movie together, or I love you for the children that we put on the planet. You know, it doesn't hurt to embrace somebody on a different level, to deal with somebody, for who they are. And that's another thing, that I accept people for who they are, not what they are. Somebody could be a pastor. I don't love them for being a pastor. I love them for who they are, for wanting to become a pastor, for who they are, because they're a man or because they're a woman. It's not, and I don't look at uh, uh, gender, like gender doesn't exist to me. Race don't exist to me. And some people may be like, well, how can you say race don't exist? Or how can you say gender don't exist? Because that means I'm judging that person. Like, and people have to be comfortable with who they are. So I'm not here to say, well, you shouldn't be this or you shouldn't be that, or I'm this or I'm that. Like, before I'm diagnosed as a black person or African American or Hebrew or whatever I'm gonna call myself, I'm a human being. Before I'm giving any of that, I'm a human being. And that's how I look at other people, as a human being. I don't look at them as something otherwise than that. Because now it's gonna be a thing called a conflict of interest there. Because somebody's gonna say, well, I'm not this and I'm not that, and don't label me and don't do this. And again, people have their own perspective of who they are and where they're going with their life. So who am I to say you're this and you're that? They're a human being to me. I'm not gonna judge you based around a gender or a race, because again, I don't care about that. I care about people for who they are, not what they are. And if you look at people for who they are, not what they are, I mean, we all can get along better. Relationships could grow in life when you look at people for who they are, not what they are. I'm a firm believer in that. And again, I'm get into a lot of various different other topics and other lives about sports. And like I said, I'm gonna talk about movies and TV shows, because I truly believe that movies have a message within the message. It all depends on, how you look at the movie that you viewing, or how you look at TV shows. Like, when I came up, it was TV shows that was more family orientated, like Good Times. That was uh, a very good show, because it was based around family orientated situations. And a lot of times, we don't want to get into uh, family orientated things nowadays, because we may feel like, our brother don't love us, or our sister don't love us, or our uncle don't love us, or our aunt, or our grandmother, or our father, or our mother, and the list goes on and on. But they do. We all love each other. We just have a difference of the way that we look at things. We all have our differences in life. And sometimes when people disagree with us, we may see it as they don't love us, or they don't appreciate us, or we can't get along. And that's not always 100% true. That's why information and education is so important. Because when you bring education, and information, and make that more relevant and make that more prevalent, at the end of the day, you get to build off that. You get to expand off that. And at the end of the day, as long as what matters, and what's right to you, and what holds validity in your life, and you can grow off that, God gonna always shine light down. And again, you don't allow people to dictate what should make you happy. If speaking to others make you happy, and being peaceful make you happy, stay on your path. And again, don't allow things to control you. Money, materialism, other people, TV, music. If you like to listen to music, be thankful for the music you listen to. However, know what you're listening to. Same thing with TV. If you're watching TV, don't let the TV shows or movies control you. Know what you're watching. Understand what you're watching. If you're reading books, understand what you're reading. You know, understand, that when you dress, you should be dressing for success and not dressing to impress. You eating to live, you're not living to eat. You know what I mean? You eating things that's gonna keep your body pure. That's gonna keep your mind free. It's not, a bunch of sugar, a bunch of salt, a bunch of things that can raise your cholesterol or that, can raise your pressure up or that can give you diabetes or that can give you heart disease, etc., etc. Just try to be cautious of the things that you do. But whatever you're doing that's keeping you happy, stay on your path. Don't allow someone to say, well, if I was you, I would do this. They're not you. I never tell somebody if I was them. You know, you should feel always good and blessed to be who you are and blessed in your own skin and blessed in your own body. I never want to be somebody else. I'm thankful who I am. I'm thankful for where I came from. I'm thankful for all the hardships and all the pain that I had to go through because it got me to become the man that I am today and the man that I'm going to become day by day. As long as the Most High give me strength to still be around. So I want to take care of myself so I can see myself 20 to 30 years from today, still doing what I do, still loving myself and still believing that the Most High got me here for a reason. So don't allow people to knock you down and knock you off, the pedestal. And when I say a pedestal, I don't mean like because you're on a high horse. I just mean, seeing yourself happy with who you are and where you're going with your life at the end of the day. And that should be very important to everybody in all walks of life. And like I said, I don't look at religion or gender. Everybody is a human being. And as long as we look at one another like that and we accept humanity for humanity, we all could grow, because we all bleed, at the end of the day. We all have a heart. We all have a brain. You know, we all have lungs. We all have organs in our bodies. Some people organs function better than others. Some people may need better organs. And bless you guys out there that may be in need of a liver or of a kidney. I pray that you guys can get that. I pray that whoever's healthy, that you guys stay healthy. And for the ones that's not healthy, I pray that you can get healthy, and that's what I created my platform for those out there who, need healing psychologically, spiritually, physically, mentally, on all levels of life. And I pray that my platform could bring that better energy to everybody out there. You know what I mean? And you know, God bless everybody, and I pray that everybody have a blessed day, have a successful week ahead. I'm about to shut this live down, but again, I'm just doing this for a lot of my subscribers out there to understand that I do be going live, and I know people eventually they'll catch on and they'll start tuning in. I'm gonna stay encouraged, to do this, and I'm gonna stay motivated, and I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and I will be going live later tonight. But I just want to do this for everybody out there, for them to understand that I go live, and I want to thank everybody for who checked in, who chimed in, for doing what they do, for checking on me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love for everybody out there who checked in, and who viewed this live stream. This is Final Say TV. I'm your host, the Enlightened One, highly gifted Dr. Wright, meaning direct results, and I display righteousness. So I will be, checking back in a little later. And I want to thank everybody again for spending some time with me, for allowing me to, be in your living room or to be in your tablet, your laptop, your phone. I appreciate everybody's time. Thanks again, everybody. I appreciate everybody. It's been a live episode of Final Say TV. I'm your host, the Enlightened One, highly gifted Dr. Wright, meaning direct results, and I display righteousness. Peace, world.